Guys, we are here for another episode of the Coach Ali Smith Show. Coach Smith coming off a huge region win last week. Clinched the region championship. First time since 2014. Talk to us about that.
Man, they awesome feeling for the student body, for our players. You know, they hard work putting that in, and our coaching staff and our administration. Man, we excited to be able to get into those in our community.
Right. And I was doing some research and I was looking at some numbers, and I don't know if you realized it, but you guys have only given up 14 points in region play this year. So that's a huge testament to your defense.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. You know, we just try to take it 1 week at a time, and we try to operate and just try to get better, man. So we hadn't sat down and looked at the stats and done a lot of self-evaluation since week 5. We're just trying to get better every day.
Right. You know, you guys have won 2 straight games. Defense is playing good. Offense is starting to seem like they found their rhythm. Now, from a mental aspect, trying to keep those guys grounded, because now you're getting ready to look towards the playoffs and whatnot. So, from a mental aspect, how have you tried to keep the guys grounded and get?
Yeah, for one, they have seen, and from my standpoint, I tell them every day, I'm not lowering my standards by no means.
Right.
You know, we've been through it the last 2 years, 2.5 years, and they understand how to prepare our older guys. But sometimes they lose focus because you get too many pats on the back, congratulations, and different things like that. And you know, kids have short-term memory.
Right.
But I'm here to just make sure that they long-term come back, and I'll show it to them, and I'll make sure that they revisit 3-4 weeks ago and how they felt then, and we need to just stay locked in and stay focused, ready to go. And every time they come in that building, they know that I'm gonna challenge them every single day.
Right. And another thing I noticed that I just lost my train of thought that quick. All right, Josh, cut this part out. All right. So last week in the May Jemison game, I was keeping up the score at the game that I was at. And you guys jumped on them pretty early, and I think I got a text from a parent or somebody said, you had a chance to score again at the end of the first half, and you chose to take a knee.
Well, we could have scored. For us, we was up 53-0. It ain't no more about competing, and I want our kids to know that we was going to compete again. Second half we played to score again in the second half, but right there at that half, and been in certain situations for ourselves. I had talked to coach before a ball game. We going in at that point. We're not trying to humiliate anybody. We're trying to compete, and I wasn't just saying take it light. But we understood the situation right there for what coach was in right there at that point. Man, he's got some really good players. They just not playing very good football right now. But coach is he's doing as best he can over there with that group right now.
Yeah. So this week you've got another Huntsville team coming down. You got Lee Huntsville coming down this week, and looking at their record, Lee, they're 2-5 right now. But Lee has always had had athletes. They've always had full of talent. So talk to me about those guys.
Man, Lee's a big football team, and anybody that knows sports and watch sports, they hadn't had the best luck right now, but they got athletes and they got players. And Coach McGuire, being a young head coach, he's looking to build his program. And when you look at them on film, they're not a sloppy football team. They're very well coached. They get after it. And, they've had some things go away from them. Guy fumble the football, another guy just pick it up and run it in. Things like that, just unfortunate. Now, I hope the ball don't bounce their way this Friday night. However, they doing a good job. You can tell that he's building his program. And he's playing some young guys in some areas. And, but we understand that we got to be ready to play. We cannot take them lightly. About 7 years ago, yes, it was. We go up there to Milton Frank, and we were in a situation about like now. And, man, it came down to like the last play of the ball game. So we as adults, we got to make sure we remind our kids of things like that.
Exactly. So, Coach, like I said, big game this week. It's also senior night for you guys. Anything you want to say about that senior class?
We got a senior. This group right here will be my first year as the head coach. In terms of Alkin, and they were ninth graders when I actually got the job, and so we even moved some of them up. So it's gonna be a special night for them. Hopefully they meet the challenger and execute and go out on the winning edge at Titan Stadium. We got a little tailgate fiasco that's going on at 5 to 6:30 for the fans and youth to come out and be a part of different. And our kids, our players, we won't get a chance to participate, but we hope all the fans to come out and support these young men.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap up the show for this week. Like Coach Smith said, starting at 5 o'clock, there will be a tailgate set up at Titan Stadium before the game. So make sure you come out and support the Titans and partake in the fun before the game. Go Titans.
Go Titans.